Kept anonymous.
Here's the first Queen City confession. I would never tell anyone this because I dragged his name through the mud after our breakup, but I ran into my ex at Walmart the other day. He was with his new girlfriend. I ran to the other aisle and I ended up following them around Walmart for a little bit.
What?
I'm so jealous of his new girlfriend. I wish I could get back with him.
Well, wait, which one is it? Is it that you're just jealous of the girlfriend? Like, what does that mean? And why do you want to get back with him? Just because he looks good?
Yeah, I mean, when I read this, I interpreted as I broke up with him, drug his name through the mud, and now I see him out with a new person,
So
and I wish I
that's
could
why
be.
you're jealous.
So it's sort of like, when you give someone something, and when you're a little kid, you give them a toy, you see them playing with it, and then you're like,
oh, wait, I still want it.
I want that toy back. It
Leave
don't
that
work
man
like
alone.
that.
Leave that man and his lady alone and just go get you a new man. Remember why you broke up in the first place.
And sometimes that happens when you break up with someone and then you see them because, everyone goes through that metamorphosis after they break up where they start working out, they start eating healthier, and see them out and you're like,
glow up.
Yes. And then you say to yourself, ooh, I wish I could be with them. Remember why you broke up in the first place. Here's the next Queen City confession. I noticed that my sister and parents went on a beach trip this past weekend. Not one person invited me. I felt sad, but I think I know why. My sister loaned me $1,000 to help me pay my rent last year, and I still haven't paid her back. I didn't think it would cause my parents to not invite me on vacation.
Well, you know what it is. Why don't you pay it back? Pay it back.
Also, as a person who has dealt with this in my family,
yeah,
there may be some other issues that you are not seeing that makes them not want to invite you to the gathering.
Right. And it can really hurt to be the one left out, especially if you feel like you don't know what's going on.
Right.
But obviously there's a reason. Clearly it's the $1,000 has something to do with it. Might not be the whole thing though. So this might be worth a very self-aware conversation with your parents.
And it's really hard when you realize that you're the problem and it starts to dawn on you because you probably I'm making a lot of assumptions here.
Sure.
I'm assuming that you probably have in the past been like, well, it's my parents' fault. It's my sister's fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. At some point when it's everyone else's fault, who's the common denominator in all of those situations? You. It's a hard thing to realize though.
Yeah, but that's where growing and learning can come from.
Here's the last Queen City confession. I've been married for a year. My husband and I waited until we were married to move in with each other. He went on a guy's trip last week. I really, really enjoyed being by myself. I thought I would miss him and be happy that he's back. I wasn't happy to see him at all.
Oh.
I'm wondering if we rushed into getting married.
Well, the good news is this is time for a little, come to Jesus, as they say. This might be a good time to look into therapy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't wait to do counseling until it's like over because then it's not going to work. But get down to the root of what's going on with that. Yeah.
Got a confession you want to get off your chest? Text HITS in your message to 96893. All right, it is 7:14. The opening ceremonies for the Olympics are tomorrow.
Exciting.
I love the Summer Olympics so much. Well, there is a new sport that's making its debut this year. I think you'll be shocked when you hear what you can win a gold medal in this year.
Okay.
And when I saw this, I was like, man, I feel so bad for making fun of these people back in the day. Who are these?
Fun.
I got to tell you why, and you'll see for this new Olympic sport next.